In this video, we're going to go over the answer to your project number 2. So in project number 2, you're given 3 options to purchase a $25,000 car or borrowing $25,000. You can make a one-time payment of $38,000 at the end of 5 years. You can lease it and pay $386.38 a month for 5 years, plus a one-time payment of $10,000 at the end of 5 years, or you can pay $506.91 per month for 5 years. I've given you a cost of borrowing of 6%, but honestly, if you're trying to choose between the 3, all you have to do is take the present value of each one of those at the same rate. So let's work on our present values. We'll do each one by one, although the way that I'm doing it, you can actually do the first one and just copy the formula down to the lease and the installment loan. So I'm going to click on the Formulas tab, Financial, and scroll down until I see PV. PV calculates the present value of an investment. So for my rate, I'm going to click on the 6% in cell D18 and /12, because these all are monthly payments. And the N per each one of these loans is 5 years, so 5 times 12, because each one is compounded monthly. So in order to use the same formula for each one, for the payment, I'm going to type in negative and then click on 0. PMT is the payment made each period. We're not making a payment each month. We're only making a payment at the end of 5 years. So in FE, I'm going to type negative because we're going to have to pay this, and I'm going to click on the $38,000. So for 5 years, we're going to make no payments. At the end of 5 years, we're going to pay $38,000. The value of that today, $28,307. So all I have to do is click OK and just make the column a little bit wider to show the formula. So as I said, you doing this at home, you can just copy this down, but I want to make sure that you understand this. So Formulas, Financial, and PV. Rate, click on the 6% and then /12 because of monthly compounding. N per 5 years times 12 payments per year, 60 total months in the loan. PMT, this time negative, we're paying $386.38 a month. And then at the end, so FV, type in negative and then click on the 10,000. Present value of this one, about $27,400. Now finally, the last one, $506.91 per month. Once again, Formulas, Financial, and PV. Rate is 6% /12. N per 5 times 12. Payment negative, and then click on the $506.91 per month. Now an installment loan is designed that after you make the last payment, you owe 0. So our future value negative, or it could be just left off, but if you were copying it down, it would include it. So our future value is 0. Present value of this option, $26,220. Now to calculate the total interest is what you pay back minus what you borrow. So in this case, we are paying back $38,182.51, and we're borrowing $25,000. So the total interest for loan 1, $13,182.51. For our second loan, we are paying 60 payments of $386.38, so 60 multiplied by the monthly payment. Then we're paying back another $10,000, so I'm adding the $10,000, and we're still borrowing $25,000. So our interest for loan 2, $8,182.80. Finally, for loan 3, we are paying back 60 payments of $506.91. borrowing $25,000. The difference between what we borrow and what we pay back is the total interest, 5414.60. So we can see, looking at either the present value or the total interest, our lowest cost option, the installment loan. Now at this point you can just click Save and upload the project, but we can calculate using the rate formula. We can very easily calculate our interest rate. So first the rate will calculate the monthly rate. Then we'll take the monthly rate and multiply it by 12 to get our annual rate. So I'll even start that, take the monthly rate, multiply it by 12. Now to calculate the monthly rate, formulas, financial, and rate. So our NPER is 5 times 12, or you could just type in 60. For loan 1, our payment is 0. Our monthly payment is 0. Our present value we're borrowing is a positive 25,000. Actually, that payment should be, negative because we're making that. So payment is negative B18. Present value is 25,000. Future value, negative 38182.51. So notice we get a very, very long monthly rate, but when we click OK, we see that our annual rate is 8.5%. Let me turn that into percentages so we can see. We're going to do the same thing for the lease. So formulas, financial, and rate. So the second one, our NPER is also 5 times 12, or 60 payments. In our lease, we are making 60 payments of $386.38, so a negative $386.38 in the PMT. Today we're borrowing $25,000, so it's a positive $25,000. And then in the future value, we're going to have to pay $10,000 after the last payment of $386.38, so negative C19, or negative 10,000. We click OK. This rate is 9%. And finally, I'm going to do it for the installment loan, formulas, financial, and rate. NPER, 5 times 12. In this case, our payment is negative 50691. We're borrowing 25,000, so that's a positive 25,000. And our future value is 0 because we're paying it off at the end. So negative C20, notice it's 0. And we click OK, we have 8%. And notice that that is the lowest cost loan. So hopefully you will now be able to submit your project.